What is it like receiving a script like True Detective? Because I had to watch episodes over and over and over again to understand it.
Yes,
okay?
well,
but I love that about it.
Yeah, well,
but
it's a really good question because I remember reading the first 3 pages of that first episode and going, okay, well, wow, this is really something special here. The writing was so incredible. But it took me really like the 3rd episode to really understand what it was about. And it's really such a slow burn of a show. And I think that's what people really enjoyed about it. I mean, you really were brought into this very unique kind of dark, haunting world.
Oh, yeah.
And the acting was so terrific, and the writing and the cinematography and
Oh, my gosh.
directing. It was just a slam dunk.
what's it like going home to children after shooting scenes like that, though? Michelle, what is
Well,
that like?
it's a little intense.
Put the mommy hat back
The
on.
mommy hat. I was actually 5 months pregnant when I finished shooting that.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I was. I didn't tell anybody, of course, though.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and but my character aged.
Sure.
You see, so I started off, I think, playing, maybe 30, and then I ended up, I think, finishing up around age 55. So I would leave and I would come back about 5 pounds, 6 pounds heavier each time.
Right.
And I think they just thought like I was becoming method. But the older I was getting, the bigger my ass was becoming. And I think they were pretty impressed.
Just leave it if you're a professional.
Yeah, exactly.
And just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Now, we've had Matthew McConaughey on this show in that chair,
Yeah.
and he has talked that True Detective, he would do it again if it was put there in front of him.
Yes.
Would you?
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. It was such an extraordinary
Well,
experience.
there's talk about it, isn't it? That True Detective 3, I don't know if it would be from the same characters as
Exactly.
True Detective
I don't
original.
know. I when we signed on, we sort of all knew that it was understood to be one season.
Right.
But of course, looking back, and obviously Matthew feels the same way. It was such a wonderfully creative and profound work experience, that
Right.
it's no doubt that any of us want to go back.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.